people who tan, it's a huge mistake. Like people do it every week, you know, like not just to get a little color for the season. People who have one in their homes and are addicted to them. Howard Stern had a whack packer called Tan Mom. You've probably heard of her outside of the Howard Stern show. She became famous for putting her baby in a tanning bed because she wanted her baby to be tan too.
I remember this story. O&A talked about this.
You guys act like that's weird. You want your babies to be nerds?
Show us a picture of Tan Mom, Zach. She's, as you can imagine, she's very tan. She's also an alcoholic, so she's great on the mic.
Those two go together well.
Yeah.
Yes. Tanned alcohol. That's when you want to consume your most alcohol. Is right before you get into a dry, hot cylinder.
Yeah.
And then you lay there.
That leathery skin.
I definitely I've gone to the tanning bed a bunch of times, but it's always gross when you get out and there's that pool of sweat.
Oh,
yeah. See, just a little color. Just a little color.
You know what? I was right though. The kid looks cool.
She looks like a pigment vampire, and she's stealing it from the little girl.
That's like a redheaded. That seems like a child with like red hair and very fair skin. She's like,
that's just
This must be before she really got serious about her forced regimen. Because God, her skin looks like it hurts.
Oh my God. She looks like a piece of bacon you were talking about earlier. Holy shit.
Yeah, she's in a King Ranch truck.
Some of her out, she'd stay flat. You know what I'm saying? Like skin is untight. Oh my God.
And this safe here is where she goes when she refuses the tanning bed.
What is that safe?
That's a tanning bed.
Yeah,
for the kid, probably.
I can see the pixels. I'm not even kidding.
I mean, that tan lady, if this was 15 years ago now, like what does that skin look like 15 years later?
Does she look better now?
Well,
she must have stopped that day.
Again, I think a lot of that was bronzer.
She's giving me kind of a why so serious look. Like,
yeah, I was kind of thinking the same. Like, it looks like she's clenched her jaw so fiercely,
My father
that she's
locked
broken
me in a
teeth
tanning bed. Say you're crispy up in there. You're only pretty when you're dark. Yeah.
So this is her after, I guess, right? After the tanning fixation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's
good considering, you know, maybe it was like bronzer or something.
I don't know how they came up with that picture on the right. That's probably a fake picture. Remember that show, The Swan, where they chopped up them ugly bitches on Fox one night?
Oh, I do remember this show now. I didn't really watch it much.
When I was a kid, we had real reality shows. All right, you knew that shit was real because they had surgery at the end of the episode, life-altering surgery. All right, we had this show called The Swan, where they took ugly fat women and they like put them in front of three dudes and they're like, "You're hideous. Yes, too fat to fuck. Oh, I wouldn't touch you with his cock." And then they like circle all the problems with her, and until they run out of ink. And then they send her off to a surgeon. And then after months of recovery, which they gloss over with a quick little Fox montage, they wheel this poor woman out on the stage and they all applaud her for getting rid of her awful face and body. It was great. They completely changed these women's faces in some instances. That's a subtle one. That's a super subtle one. They would get nose jobs, breast implants, full yeah, there you go. That's face surgery. Like they would alter these women. It was great. It was great.
Wow.
What a blast from the past. I forgot.
Is there a name for the lines next to the nose? Well, on this one, I'm not convinced the right one's better.
She looks a lot older on the right.
She does.
She looks.
What was this shit? When was this on? The Swan?
I've seen this show.
Right?
Yeah, I would guess this came out in 2001, 2002, right after 9/11. We were getting a little kooky.
I mean, look at the glasses. Those are not 2023 glasses.
True.
No, they're not. That's early 2000s. Listen to Smash Mouth kind of glasses.
I hate those kind of glasses on people. Pretenders, fakers, stealers of valor. People with actually bad vision don't get lenses that small.
I wonder if they fixed the ears. Wait, is that is just like Katie Seagal on the right, huh? Remember the wife from Married with Children, also the voice on Futurama, and
that's what I know her from. Other stuff.
They just made her frumpy on the left. I remember bigger swings. I remember lots of face surgery. This one chick had a big honker of a nose, like a fucking Pollock, fucking, and they lopped that thing off and gave her like a Japanese pillow girl.
In this comparison, they do.
That one did.
He meant that Pollock specifically.
Yeah, her in particular.
Pole's always taking strays. Poor guys.